Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sopo and I'm filming another sit-down video for you today. Today it's gonna be all about healthy skincare lifestyle hacks, and what I mean by that is that when you research on YouTube, there are tons and tons of content out there when it comes to topical products and treatments and routines for the skincare, which is an essential point, and I believe that it obviously has an impact the way our skin looks, but I'm a strong believer that the skincare starts from within, and that the huge role is played with the lifestyle that we have. Also, there are lots of other elements which play a role in the way our skin looks. Genes, obviously. I have to say that I've been blessed with my skin from the beginning on. Even looking back in my early teenage years or early 20s, I never really had problems with my skin, just here and there small pimples coming and going without creating major problems or scarring. Also, digestive system, it's different from one person to another. Some are more sensitive when it comes to eating different kind of foods, but that's definitely a major point when it comes to irritation, inflammation, and the way our skin will respond to it. Also, the environmental conditions wherever you are at in life, also mental condition, quality of life, stress levels, and most importantly, if you're going through other treatments or taking any medication, which might have definitely a toll on the way our skin looks. Saying that, why I decided to talk about this is that this became sort of more important topic for me recently. I'm very personal saying that, but I've quitted taking the pill, which I've been taking a few years now, and I definitely noticed changes on my skin. I'm wearing makeup right now, so you don't really see that, but definitely plan to do a bit more in-depth talk with regards heart-to-heart talk when it comes to how my skin responded and what breakouts I had. Breakout is maybe exaggerated when it comes to when you research how people respond post-pill on their face. I'm definitely gonna do a separate sit-down video on that, so I just won't dig into depth with regards to that, but for my condition, bearing in mind my reality of my skin condition, I definitely was not really happy with how it responded. So I wouldn't say that I've made like major lifestyle changes, because I think that I'm already good at this. Not like that sounds pretty like self-confident right now. Obviously I make mistakes here and there, I have lots of cheat days as well, but I'm trying to be very good at my skin, and the way it looks is a major motivation of the way I eat, and that's definitely gonna stay the same way. So just to say, I've additionally paid more attention now recently to the way I live, and I wanted to share with you 5 lifestyle hacks that I'm following for myself, which I hope and I believe that are as well helping to addressing those issues which popped up after post-pill taking. So yeah, let's get started. So guys, the very first tip that I've set for myself and I'm trying to follow every single morning and wanted to share with you is to drink full glass of water mixed with lemon juice every single morning. That is very cost efficient solution, which I believe that does very good for your body, sets the right tone and very good basis for entire day in your digestive system, prepares and gives it a boost for rest of the meal that has to follow. So what I do basically is that after standing up, first thing what I do is to boil water. You can drink it with cold tap water as well. I just love to drink something warm in the morning, that's why I just boil the water, fill up my mug and cut the lemon, squeeze half lemon juice, mix it up together. Some people add a bit of ginger or honey to just sweeten it up or give a bit more like this ginger taste, which they love. I sometimes do that. Most of the time I love the mix of water and lemon juice taste, and directly drink this first thing in the morning before I eat anything else. Vitamin C gives a very good boost to your digestive system. As I mentioned it earlier in the beginning, I believe that in digestive system and having it in order, well functioning without inflammation is a big point to fight bad skin days, because upset tummy and inflamed tummy often translates in bad skin in a few days downwards. So drinking a glass of water with lemon is not a big deal to do, and definitely gives you a good start in a day. Also, we all know that lemon is a good source of vitamin C. Vitamin C produces collagen, which is the main source of youthful, glowy look and tight skin. Basically, as they call it, it's a natural anti-aging product. What can you do better than drinking and consuming lemon as much as you can throughout the day? So that is very, very easy to do, in my opinion. Do it, try it, create it as a routine and enjoy the benefits. So guys, the second tip from my side is about green juicing. To be very honest, I don't manage myself to do green juices freshly at home every single morning. I wish I did. I am so bad at waking up in the morning before work and then doing all those things. Sometimes I buy green juice, but I really try to pay attention to all the ingredients, that they are natural and don't contain additional supplements and natural supplements. But I obviously prefer to do green juice on my own. My favorite green juice is from celery. I know that sounds disgusting, and first when I tried it I really disliked it, but it also takes quite a bit to get used to. Sometimes I mix a bit of spinach, celery, bit apple. A lot of people include sweet fruits just to sweeten this taste of grass, which comes with such green juices. I also add a bit of Macca powder, which helps with hormones to balance it out as well. Sometimes a little bit of matcha if I have that. So you can play with it. There are lots of green juice recipes out there on the internet, or you can buy lots of small booklets of green juices and prepare it on your own. I might share some of my favorites in some of the other videos, but it's not about like the particular green juice that I'm talking about, but generally the advantages and positive sides of the green juicing. I believe that it is very, very good for our body, at least to consume it once a day, which, as told, I don't manage yet so far myself, but it's a mission. Green juice is high in alkaline and helps our bodies to fight against the acidity, to balance out the pH levels. So it fights against the toxics in our body and against the inflammations, which play a big role for a good skin in our daily life. The third tip that I have for you in terms of nutrition, once again, is to get rid of the dairy products. I know a lot of people whose only problem was dairy, and that was the sole cause, what was causing acne in their reality, and it took them quite a while to realize that. I had also bloating quite long and didn't really realize what was cause of it, and also felt like having gases in my stomach, just really bloated, just the way it feels. So I went to the doctor and they proposed to test against dairy intolerance, but they told that it was not very precise, and the best way to rule it out was to test it for myself, just to exclude all of the dairy products out of my routine. And also they told that obviously it was good for the skin, which is simply the truth. I know it is difficult for a lot of people because non-dairy products are in huge variety out there in supermarkets, but they are a lot more pricey, but it's definitely worth a try. I know how big toll it can take on our self-confidence when our skin looks bad, so I would start with that. Definitely take out all the dairy products that we are eating or including in our cooking, be it cheese, be it yogurt, be it milk in its pure form. So just to cut down on all the dairy products and supplement it or exchange it with non-dairy based milk products. I'm using the soy milk and some lactose free yogurts and sour creams, and etc. in cooking. I have to say that I have not really noticed any improvements with regards to my skin after cutting down on dairy, but as told, I really never had big problematic skin in that regards, but I definitely saw the positive sides of it when it comes to bloating, and I feel a lot better in my tummy. So the fourth tip from my side for having good skin is to avoid stress at any cost. I know it's easier said than done. Have been there, done that. Actually, my family members say that I find stress where it is not. So I am very addicted to stress, so to say. I get stressed super easily, and that shows up on my skin super quickly. If you are like me, you definitely have to pay attention to that double. But generally as well, for some other people who have moderate level of stress in their life, they notice that their skin starts to act up right away as well. If I'm having tense days at work and I'm feeling unhappy or a bit down, depressed, it definitely takes on a toll on my overall health, the way I feel, the quality of life, and my skin as well, which then gets into a very spiral, because bad skin means bad mood and feeling down and having less self-confidence. Sort of you feel in this vicious cycle where you can't get out of. I know it, as that's why I said I know it's easier said than done, but you have to do everything and beyond to keep yourself out of stress. What has worked for me when it comes to balancing out my stress level? I know that when I move I feel better. It's known that when we exercise, the endorphins are produced. So I increased the number of days in a week that I'm doing sports. It's not about the intensity or the difficulty, but about doing it every single day. Right after I started to work full-time and I see that I'm sitting most of the day at desk, not really moving, I felt very, very down about that. It was maybe mental, but I felt very bad, sluggish about myself, and also felt that I was not looking the way I was looking before. Maybe it was not the fact, but it was just illusional, like it was in my head. So I tried and set as a goal that I would move every single day. So even the days when I don't manage to do sports, I try to take a bit of a walk during the lunch break or after the work. It really does good for me to be outside on a fresh air and in the nature. Nature definitely has a huge positive effect in my mental calmness. So the sound of trees, sound of birds, or water, if you have the condition and environment in your surrounding, definitely calms me down. But I just jumped away from sports. I do right now 4 to 5 times a sport, 20 or 30 minutes long, and it's not just for toning, which obviously is an additional benefit, but for my mental health and well-being, as well for my skin, because when I do sports, endorphins are produced, I stress less, I also get a lot more oxygen in my body, and it's overall creates the better feeling about myself. So exercise is definitely number one. I talked already about the taking long walks and being in nature. The third thing which helps me as well when I feel very, very down is to do journaling. I know this is not something for everyone, but putting it out there, because I don't really have a lot of friends here in Germany, in the city where I live in. I've been living here for 1 year long, and it's also difficult at your 30s to find friends just like that randomly out there. I consider you all friends, by the way, who I am talking to online, but talking to my parents, doesn't matter, whoever you find you want to share your feelings with. I know that a lot of people as well take it negative and don't want to take on the negativity of others. So I try not to overload my friends with my negative thoughts and attitudes, but rather do the journaling. Writing it down feels like taking off my heart. It helps me stress less. Also taking the focus point from the topics that stress me out by focusing on some other things, like meditating is great source of bringing calmness into your daily life. A lot of people focus on breathing instead of their problems or skin conditions or whatever is causing your anxiety. Also reading a good book, do whatever helps you to calm down and take your focus off your negative daily topics, which are the source of your stress and in response source as well for your bad skin days or acne. The fifth and the very last tip from my side is to introduce to your body some additional skincare supplements. What are those? It's sort of a fancy word to describe multivitamins which you orally add to your system. Obviously the best way to absorb the vitamins for your body is from food, so that's why I always start with the nutrition, but some of us absorb the vitamins better than the others. Also at our 20s we absorb vitamins better than in our 30s, and being close to 30 myself, I also decided to give a step ahead and purchase few of the supplements which haven't arrived yet, but I will retell you just now which ones I've decided to opt for. when it comes to those additional supplements and multivitamin mixes, they consist mainly of zinc, which supports to heal the wounds, to produce a lot more collagen. Healing the wounds is especially important when it comes to rosacea and acne, because it leaves scarring in the back, depending on the severity of your acne. Also, they often contain vitamin E, vitamin C, which obviously produces as well collagen and gives usefulness and natural glow, vitamin A, vitamin D, which you can get from the sun as well, obviously depending wherever you live. In Germany we get a little bit less of that. So it's basically additional vitamins in your system, which is supposed to strengthen your immune system to help you fight against the inflammation and thus be more toxic free, hence also more acne free. I opted for 2 additional supplements on my own. First one is zinc and the second one is called Clear Your Skin. I just opened it up on my phone to read you about the ingredients that it contains. But first of all, to say it's a probiotic, and when we talk about probiotic, obviously it is a good bacteria in your tummy, basically, which aims to fight the inflammatory causes, whatever they are, in your system. So it contains over here probiotics, as I said already, zinc, which is vital for regulating sebaceous gland activity, aside from the influencing hormone production to help you treat your wounds, and heal your wounds. Also selenium. Goku Cola helps to enhance the microcirculation, detoxifying your skin, and burdock root, used for centuries, helps to enhance bile, which transports waste compounds away from your liver. So those are the 2 which I've purchased. They are on the way and I'm gonna start to take that. Let's see if I get any effects out of it. I'm gonna definitely report on that, but a lot of people have mentioned that in their skincare routine, especially in their 30s, and now me coming off the pill, I definitely wanted to give it a try. So guys, that is it for my video. Those are my 5 tips when it comes to lifestyle hacks that I've tried to implement in my life post-pill. As told, my flare-ups and my acne was not as bad as for many others there, but it was definitely a change for my skin condition, and before it would get aggravated, I definitely wanted to respond on that. I think they are already working. I'm already seeing progress with regards to it, and if there is anything else that I have not mentioned but has worked for you, please leave it in the comment section below. YouTube I see already as a platform for communication, and I'm always happy if you comment down and I see it, I can respond, we can start a dialogue, and it will be helpful for me, but also for others. Also, let me know if you would like to hear more about my post-pill acne and the flare-ups which I've had on my degree. I know it's not too bad for many others, but it definitely is something, and also how I've adjusted my skincare routine, what products I'm using and whatnot. So if you liked this video, I'd be super happy if you would give thumbs up, and if you would subscribe, stay on board, and watch the rest of the content which is on the platform. Let me know what you think about it. I'm posting 2 times a week. The schedule is not always fixed because of my full-time work situation, but I'm definitely posting 2 times a week, and I'm very happy for every new friend that I get in here. So until next time, I'm gonna say bye here and wish you all a great week.